Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Great. It's a nice pleasure to be here with you. Thank you, David, for invite. Thank for show this great work, this great event, watercolor event. Maybe in this year, I think is the best, is the height event in the watercolor world. Okay, thank you for share this moment. It's not the work, or it's share this nice moment and try to show a little bit of my work. Okay. Excuse my English is not good, but I think it's sufficient for explain my work, and I try to do some Cesc with crashing waves and rocks, maybe a little bit of sky or water. I don't decide it. Just normally I paint with image in my mind. I don't use the photo reference, okay? And try to make some water effects, foam games, very easy for you, okay? This is about my material is not complicated. I like very much to paint with transparent watercolor. I never use opaque colors, or maybe one opaque color, the lavender color, but I work with transparent watercolor. I use schminke colors. I have my dot card, and I have my schminke color. Schminke work with me, or I work with them for make some color to represent exactly the color of the water, the color of the sea. And it's anecdotic, but I have my schminky color for represent of water. I will do my demo as I work in my studio. The first in my studio, for example, I like very much to paint in plein air, take a photo, take a little of sketches, okay, for understand the movements of the foam, the colors. Every situation is different. Obviously, I love very much fix on my sketchbook something like this. Obviously, with photos, and after when I arrive in my studio, I translate this kind of watercolor studios or impressions on my paper with a loose language, something very easy, very fast, just for try the best way, the best composition. And after, maybe, I can do some work more detailed as my watercolors. I don't know if you saw, my watercolors are exposed with a lot of details, etc. Okay, I have a time for make something like this. Okay, I would like to show this middle step in my art procedure. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? Yes. What can I do? I want to draw something with my brush. It's not necessary use pencil or another one. Okay, I decided right now. My view will be aerial view. Okay, a coast aerial view with a crashing wave, rocks, and foam game. Okay. The paper is not great, but I think it's sufficient. Okay. This zone will be the rocks zone. The middle zone will be the foam game, and the superior part will be the open water. Okay, it's sufficient. I don't need more than this. My last watercolor was green. I like very much paint some ways with the same procedure than plein air. Okay, I can detail more or less with the same system. I'm going to present the first wash, some light wash, very transparent, very clear, just for localize. Normally, I always I'm draw with the brush. Just all time I'm drawing. Okay. Take another one. This is a natural hair. I use I like a soft hair normally. From Da Vinci. I have a Da Vinci set I like very much. We are very close. All time is the same. I'm working for the future, not for the moment. Okay, I'm prepared. I localize. I reflect in the same time for something what happened after. It's for this that in this moment, what is this? Okay, I know. This is the foam zone. The foam as is, I present the foam with the same system that the snow. We have a soft zone, and after it's necessary to represent the water with our foam. I introduce a warm color, maybe some yellow here. In Spain, we have a hot weather. We need paint very fast without a lot of details, because if you need paint in the coast, for example, in a summer day, we need paint fast. I painted a lot in plein air, and I like very much this loose language, and it's more visual. I think it's very, very interesting. I don't use a lot of brushes, normally, 3, 4 maximum. I like very much the foam game, why is the very calligraphic. Language. I'm working more than 20 minutes for something that happen in the future, okay, but I need these kinds of effects. Use a lot the turquoise, mix it with ocean gray. Always is very interesting to see the different dips and the different colors of the dip. It's not the same, the more deep with the cold colors and some zones of water with a little bit of profundity of depth. And I try to show in my watercolor normally these kinds of effects. For the moment, nothing. Eh? That will be. I hope. Go to dry. Okay. I like very much make the language graphic with wet on wet and dry on wet, mixing the is for me is more interesting to have the two languages in the same watercolor. Okay. The rocks. Two. the vision is not usual, it's an aerial view, you know. We have the rocks here, we have the dry rocks and the wet rocks. We have some zone with a little bit of dit, not a lot. Here is the foam game, and I will go to make the open sea or the more deeper sea, okay? My light, my white will be okay, I think, when I block it with the contrast, okay? And if my project don't go well, I can crash and I have more paper, okay? I'm crashing a lot of paper. I have a lot of years of experience and I crashed a lot of paper. Why? I work in the red line, okay? And if the result is okay. If the result is not okay, we can repeat. But I think it's very important to reflect, to think a lot before and for paint this kind of watercolors. Okay. I will do. Okay, for make the water, the open water, I will use my color of sminke. It's a nice gray. With the contrast, we have a lot of light right now. Obviously, we need to detail a little bit more. Okay, perfect. I have time. Half an hour?
Half an hour.
It's a lot. Obviously, I can do a lot of detail with textures, etc. But the first the first impression, I need some graphic language very easy and fast. Okay, and I have some magical tricks I try to show right now for give details very easy and no expend a lot of water after the first wash. That is the problem, because if we have a lot of layers, the watercolor will be concrete. Okay. Epa. I go to Okay. The last step is the details, but with a lot of materials on effects. I have some system. Never leave my home without this. Yeah. Very nice for give 2 levels or 3 levels of light, the dry level, the dry paper, the wet on wet paper, and the whites leave it with the clear water. Something like this is very, very easy. Give the realistic language if you want, okay? I think it's a good system for me to paint in a plein air or in a studio. It's very, very easy with the same system, give more or less detail, okay? Obviously, I can render it here with a small brush and tiriri. It's not the case, but I can do more details. And for the water, we can do the same. Paper. Sorry for my, normally I have a Pouvel. In this case, it's not necessary to use the masking fluid. I need show the water surface, and with my white waves, I can show the surface and the deep, okay? The white is in surface, and the rest of the colors is a good system. It's not easy make something like this with all papers, okay? We need some papers, but well, a lot of papers. It's obviously okay, for the last, for close the demo, I need leave the this masking just for see the exactly the colors. Okay. It's real a demo. I working like this. Okay. I can try to give, for example, a little bit of surface here. Tomorrow in my workshop, I don't know if I have students here, I try to show this system for give the color, leave the color, reflex before, after. I think it's very, very interesting. Okay. Just 5 minutes for close my demo. With a dry brush strokes, I can detail if I need, etc. Okay, but I prefer something loose. And I have my aerial view for my rock, my dry rock, my wet and wet rock, my deep, very, very visible. I don't have a lot of water here. The wave and the water opened, okay? And obviously, finally, chef can take the, okay. It's different. You can give here, if you have some questions.